Ba, 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 the great city of Chicago. That's right. Could be the greatest broadcast of all time. Whoa. This is better than anything that you'll see on, well, let's face it, throughout the world. This is the broadcast you want to be at. Nope, haven't filled out. Finished, Melanie. I've been busy working, so this is the first time in probably a week that I've had to sit down and play Microsoft Flight Simulator. So sadly, not yet, but that's all right. What's up, Marcy? Thanks for liking the show. It's a pain in the butt, huh? Well, if anybody knows this, this is the great city of Chicago, and we're here at Msfs, and we're gonna go flying. So thanks for being a part of the program here. We'll do an outside. We'll do an outside view. We're taking a little hybrid here, a little glider action. Yeah. What's up? I need to remember to looks like I might need to update the drivers or the graphics card. But oh, look, there's the harbor. There's the harbor. Ah, yes. The favorite pain in the butt that likes Wee. You know, I grew up in Chicago. Storm chaser, huh? Well, you know, storm chases do happen, so. And the thing about storm chasers is they make a lot of promises, but they never keep them. So, welcome into Chicago. So, as you can see, Chicago is looking beautiful, as it usually is. There is the Art Museum and the Bean. There's the Bean right there. And the Prudential Building. And I just flew through a building. That's amazing. No, Melanie, unfortunately I won't be streaming on Thursday. Maybe Microsoft Flight Simulator, but not at an airport. I'm working that day. I am working that day. So, but here is the great city of Chicago. I've always wanted to live in downtown Chicago for like a year. So some people will charge up to $400 for a flight around Chicago, and I'm giving it to you for substantially less, like $6. So first person to donate $6 would be great. In the meantime, so right along Lakeshore, we're getting close to Wrigley Field. In fact, I see Wrigley Field just in the distance there. Melanie, how old will you be? I think at least 70 years old. I don't know, Melanie. I don't know how old you are. I'm going to guess about 29. I'm guessing 29, Melanie. I'm gonna turn the engine a little way down. There is Wrigley Field. Now, ow. There is Wrigley Field. Look at that. Look at that. That field does not look right. That looks way.
500.
That looks way too.
500.
Looks like a soccer field, not a baseball
500.
stadium.
500.
Oh, you'll be 20? Congrats. That's awesome.
500.
Got a great audience on hand that are watching me. Hey, Sports Zone. $6. Thanks, dude. That's right. We're going to give you the full tour. Thank you so much, Sports Zones, for tuning in. And thank you so much. So let's do it. You are a gentleman and a scholar. I'm surprised Mattman's not tuning in. But we're starting out here on the north side of Chicago. If you just saw, we flew by Wrigley Field, and yep, there it is. It looks more like a soccer stadium, and thank you, Sports Zone. I just love the city of Chicago. Yes, I was born there, or born in the suburbs, I should mention, but there's just something magical about the city. So, I think that's Clark we're currently over. No, that's a little too far west to be Clark Street, but very interesting. Yes, Sports Zone, tomorrow I'll be streaming from Phoenix. That is affirmative, as long as I wake up feeling happy and healthy. What's up, Yin? So yeah, Sports Zone, I will be streaming tomorrow from Phoenix, and we'll be broadcasting. What's up, Yin? We'll be broadcasting from the north side. So it'll be all arrivals all tomorrow. I'll try and get there a little bit later. Yeah, thank you, Sports Zone. Let's go inside the flight deck here real quick. Let's do it. Get an eye for the Lake Michigan there. One of the cool things about Chicago is truly you can be in downtown Chicago and you can be at the beach on the lake. You can't do that anywhere else. I mean, you can't do it in LA, you can't do it in New York City, but you can be at the beach in downtown Chicago. Thank you so much, Sports Zone. Very generous of you. So here we've got the John Hancock building on your left, the tall black building on your left. And then as we make our way to the West Loop, you can see the L tracks below. And there you see the Sears Tower. That is the North Branch of the Chicago River right there. I highly recommend, if you ever get to Chicago, doing a boat tour. You get to go through the architecture of Chicago and then go out on the lake, and it's pretty awesome. I actually applied to be a Wendella boat tour guide. Unfortunately, they did not hire me, but I really wanted to do that job, actually. So, just didn't work out. But now we're kind of on like the west side. We're just outside. Yeah, we're just to the east, or excuse me, the west of the Kennedy Expressway. And now we're coming up to the Dan Ryan, Kennedy, and Eisenhower Expressway interchange also known as the Spaghetti Bowl, right there, directly to your left. Well, hopefully we can get to Bewee soon, Melanie. So we're going to make a left turn here. Even though I am not a White Sox fan, I will show you Comiskey Park or U.S. Cellular Field or Guaranteed Rate Park, whatever it's called now. So, hey, Rigoberto Juarez, what's up? We're just taking a flight through Chicago and thought I'd jump on the interwebs and say hi to everybody and remind them, all of you, to tune in, like, and subscribe. Yep, prepare for takeoff. The microphone is working now. It is working now. I got it plugged in, and it is fully functional. So now we're on the south side of Chicago. So yeah, don't forget to pre-like the show tomorrow in Phoenix. I am excited because I did see Air France is back, and they're bringing back the A350, and we'll also have American Airlines with the 777. So very exciting stuff. There you can see McCormick Place, the huge convention center in the distance. This is the Dan Ryan and the Stevenson. Stevenson is going underneath the Dan Ryan right there. And one of the many expressways in Chicago. Prepare for takeoff. Yeah, the specs on the computer are as followed. I have an AMD Ryzen 3700X. And then I also have 32 gigabytes of, I think it's DDR5 RAM. 32 gigabytes, though, I know is factually correct. And then I have the 5700 XT graphics card, AMD 5700 XT graphics card, along with a 1 terabyte solid state drive. And I think those are the major specs. And then I'm using just a Logitech basic yoke or joystick that was like 40 bucks. So yeah, there you can see Comiskey or Guaranteed Rate Park Field or whatever it is. I'm not really a White Sox fan. I must admit I'm a Cubs fan. So I don't know what the stadium is called, but I'm sure it's good. Alright, no problem. Thanks for the question. Prepare for takeoff. I will tell you that this was built 3 years ago. Back when during COVID, I built my computer during COVID in 2021. 2020? 2021. 2021, I think. So it's been a while, so it does okay. I know I obviously could update my graphics card, but it's expensive, as you guys know. Cubs spring training is in Mesa. You're exactly right. And you know what? There is where we took off from, Msfs Field. That's right, in this scenery, I do have Msfs Field, or maybe Flight Simulator installed it. But Msfs Field does exist here in Chicago before it was torn up. A lot of people who don't know used to know. Here, I'm going to turn down the power way down, and I'm going to show you Msfs Field, and so I'm going to kind of glide in slowly if I can. But there was an airport, and it was called Msfs Field, and then the mayor, Richard M. Daley, in the middle of the night, tore it up. I think it was like 1996 or 99. Well, no longer, the field no longer exists, but it upset obviously a lot of flight simulator enthusiasts and also pilots. The runway was only it was under 4,000 feet, so it wasn't particularly big airport, but pilots loved use it, and it was convenient to downtown. So prepare for takeoff. What is saying that next your spring break is starting up. Oh, that's awesome. Do some plane spotting at DCA and maybe Dulles, maybe Bewee. Well, regardless, DCA should be fun. There's the Shed Aquarium right there. Right there on the lakefront. Great aquarium if you go to Chicago, the Shed Aquarium. And as you can see, this is Lake Michigan, the body of water, and then Buckingham Fountain is that fountain that you can see right there, center screen. And of course, Sears Tower. They call it Willis Tower. I call it the Sears Tower, and we'll always call it the Sears Tower, because that's what it is. Yep, exactly right. Prepare for takeoff. Mexfield is kind of like Billy Bishop downtown in Toronto. I think if Mayor Daley would have been smarter, he could have made Megs into an airport just like that. Because you're exactly right. So that's where that condo building right there, right in the front with the green and black windows, that actually Oprah lives in that. I think they're called Lakeside Tower, something like that. But I'm told Oprah has a condo in there, so which is pretty rad. But I just thought I'd get on for a little bit and hang out before I go to bed. I'm hoping to get on around 11:30, 12 o'clock tomorrow. So make sure to pre-like the stream. Thank you, Marcy, for doing that, by the way. And thank you, Sports Zone, for your $6 contribution. Very generous. But yes, the show will go on tomorrow is the plan. And look forward to it. I probably should work on getting some new sound in there. But yeah, this is, and by the way, this is at 1080. I am not set up for 4K. So this is just regular 1080. But I'm going to take a hard left turn. Sweet, prepare for takeoff. Hey, you know, enjoy that spring break, and if we see you, it'll be great to see you. Hopefully we'll see as many people as we can. I figured there's 8,000 subscribers. There's got to be at least 10% we can get. So 800, you know? Good. Glad that we can help you de-stress tomorrow, Marcy. That is the goal. I'm going to see if I can make a hard left turn here and fly right next to Trump Tower so you can see what it's like. Right along the river. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We're just in the city of Chicago, downtown Chicago. There is the Chicago River. And, hold up. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is Trump Tower. The second tallest building in Chicago, actually. This is taller than the John Hancock Tower. Sears Tower, of course, #1. But, yes. I have done some of the epic ones, prepare for takeoff. I definitely will have to, may have to switch over to that, show you why, about that. It's not a bad suggestion. Joe, what up? There's Joe. Joe, our friend, fellow flight dispatcher and streamer extraordinaire, or Microsoft streamer extraordinaire. And we're currently flying over the great city of Chicago. Don't forget to pre-like the show tomorrow. We'll be on the air between 11 and 12, hopefully. Oh, we got to go over Soldier Field. I'll make a hard right turn here so we can go over Soldier Field. There's Meigs Field. Yeah, Paro's a very difficult one to prepare for takeoff. I agree with you wholeheartedly. So we may have to do that on the show. We can try and do that. And Bhutan. Alright, so we'll give you the overhead view. There is the harbor. And we're going over Soldier Field right now, where the Chicago Bears play. And, yep. There it is. The Bears. I think I downloaded and updated the Chicago Midway. So let's head down to Chicago Midway and check out, see what's going down there as we pass over the Dan Ryan. In fact, if you look in the, when we make the turn and come up here, in the distance, you'll start to see the lights for the runways of Midway. So we can do that. I'll tell you what, I will prepare for takeoff. I will pull out the Paro Bhutan challenge. I can do that for you. See if I'm any good. I most likely will tell you I'm probably not any good. We can give it a try. So yeah, we're coming into Midway here. Coming in hot. Not really. This is the south side. This is the south side. And there's Chicago Midway behind us. Or not Chicago Midway, downtown Chicago behind us. They're in the distance. Cool thing about flying into Midway, I don't know where Sirens Hospital is. That, what's Sirens Hospital? I think that's fictional. I've never heard of Sirens Hospital. Is that where they do like the show ER or what's the other show that's super popular? The one with Patrick Dempsey at Grey's Anatomy. Is Grey's Anatomy Sirens Hospital? Chicago is a big intermodal hub for both rail and aviation. In case you didn't know. Yep, the Pip Stroll. I thought I'd fly this, prepare for takeoff, since it was named after me. Alright, so we're coming into Chicago Midway. I think we're about 600 feet above the ground. And we're just doing a quick flyby and go around. Oh, looks like I haven't updated it. I have to make sure to do that. Zach Cody went plane spotting tonight at Dallas Love Field tonight. It was amazing at how close you can get. Absolutely, that's awesome, Zach. That's great to hear, actually. I missed that. I missed that, Zach. I missed DFW, and of course Cathay Pacific is less than a month away now. So this is Chicago Midway here. We're going to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to kill the engine so we can just kind of float. I do have the add-on scenery. I guess I haven't downloaded it, but I do have the add-on scenery. Let's see if we can touch down really quick and then take off really quick. Gotta wiggle it. And touch and go. And with 1,000 feet, we're back up. Remember, Chicago Midway has EMAS, the Engineered Material Arresting System. It's pretty cool. With Zach, I'm jealous. I haven't been to DFW ever since I moved. So it's been, 3 months. Hard to believe. Oh, Shriners Hospital. Shriners is, I think, on the north side, Marcy. I don't know the exact location. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to land in Mixfield and then prepare for takeoff. Challenged me to try Paro Bhutan. So I'm going to try and do that. Thanks again. Sports Zone was kind enough for a contribution. And very kind. And if you'd like to contribute, if you're enjoying the broadcast, I figure I'm kind of like a waitress or a waiter. Excuse me. If I'm providing you excellent service, entertainment, and value, you can always tip me. I'll even wear all black, like waiters and waitresses do. Do it in the Phoenix? I don't know if I can. I don't know if the landing challenge will allow. Does the landing challenge, Joe, allow you to pick your plane? Or I think it's the default. It's a default. So again, we're going back to Mexfield. Here shortly. Right now, I'm just cruising, going about 110 knots. Remember, a knot is 1.15 miles per hour. Yeah, that's what I thought. Prepare for takeoff. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. That's okay. But again, yeah, a knot is 1.15 miles an hour. So basically 15% more. I got the Indiana Jones theme song stuck in my head because of the Jack Black skit last night on SNL, which I thought was pretty good. So just hanging here at about 1,600 feet. There you can see Megs. Well, I can see it in the VFR map in the upper right-hand corners. We're getting close to the lake. Do they have slew mode on this? Because I remember on the old Microsoft Flight Simulator, you could hit the Y button and then just go like fast as speed of light to skip over the boring stuff. Oh, when you were little, you went to Shriners for physical therapy? Okay, now I see why. Very cool, Marcy. I'll have to try sometime, prepare for takeoff. I think I'm getting graphics-wise. Let's check it out. I think I do this. No. How about this? Graphics-wise, yeah, I'm about mid-40s for. I'm on high. I'm not on the ultra, but I'm about mid-40s for my FPS, frames per second, so not too bad. Flying over the Dan Ryan again. Gonna slow her down here as we make our left turn quickly over the lake. And, got my flaps going here, killing the engine. We're just gonna float on in a little bit. Oh, we're really dropping some speed now. Nice. Thank you, Joe. So right now I killed it, went full flaps, and now I'm doing like 60. So at this point, I'm probably about 600-700 feet above the ground, actually less than that. We're gonna come in and see if we can land on Megs. I think the runway configuration is 1432. And I'm going to try and land by not looking in at the flight deck. I'm just going to use talent. And you notice there's no VASI. $18.36. It's been a while. Thank you, Joe. I think that was a pretty good landing. I've been watching the planes land and go, so I'm trying to get good. Rainy Cajun, oh, look who decided to show up. Thanks so much for being here. All right, that was a pretty good landing. I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. And we'll take taxiway. I don't know which taxiway it is, but we'll take it. Looks like taxiway Alpha, which would make sense. Make the tight left turn. See, how could you not want to keep this airport alive, Mayor Daley? I don't get it. I kind of did like a, see how I did kind of a drift there? That was impressive. Alright, so prepare for takeoff challenged me to do Bhutan landing challenge, so we'll try that before I get ready for bed so I can drive up to Phoenix in the morning for a little bit later start time. I've actually mostly been under the weather just with a headache, so I'm finally getting... I would have been on here earlier, but I had a headache, so I'm just glad it's finally over, or mostly over. Let's do landing challenges. I think Epic is Bhutan. No. Famous. No. No, I think Epic is it. There it is. Okay, I already did it. I got an A on it once. But that's not saying much, so. Alright. We'll do it. It's Epic. It's Paro. I got an A on it, so I was pretty pleased. Let's see if I'm any good at it. It's been a while. Like I said, this has only been like a couple weeks I've actually had the computer back on. Alright, our current speed, where are we at here? Let me just, at my flap setting, we are currently full flaps, okay. Oh, and we got a rainbow nonetheless. Alright. Okay, so at 160 knots right now. I think that is auto throttle, so I'm going to take off the autopilot now. Yeah, see? I thought I turned it off, but... There we go. Okay, now I turned off the autopilot. This is gonna probably take me a few times to get this right. Especially having such a large aircraft. I forgot if I actually have the... do I have the landing gear down? I do, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, see? If you don't play this right, you come in way wide, and then you have to overcorrect. And then you're like almost to stall.
$500, $400. $300.
Okay. Like where we're going. Good correction.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Flare.
Retard. 5.
Not too bad. And then reverse thrust. No, not that. Oh, dang it. I meant to hit this. Pretty good job of correcting. Not too bad. Alright, let's see what they score me at. Yeah, I got an A! I got an A! Not my best score, but pretty close. I got an A! What up, people? Who's the man? I could go pro. This. Should I try and do it again? I was pretty good for first time in like 18 months. I'm really proud of myself there. So, yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I feel alive. So, yeah, I don't know if I could top that. Hey, thank you again, Sports Zone, for your contribution. Really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow, by the way. Next. Alright. Ground roll, pretty close. Landing precision, 205 feet. Landing smoothness. Man, they're getting tough. Well, I thought it was pretty good, Joe. I did alright. I did alright. I'll do one more time just for kicks. Just one more time for kicks. And as you guys know, Joe is a pilot, so he knows a lot more than me, even though he has a crush on Livy, what's her name? Livy Dunn? Whatever her name is. I didn't smack it. Give me a break. I did not smack it, sir. I thought it was definitely quality. How dare you? How dare you? Telling me I smacked it. That's bull. I disagree strongly with that assessment. And now you're retracting. I like that. I like that, Joe. She can get it. Hey, I saw in the news that sure her team made regionals or whatever, or won regionals. No, it's not. 453 feet per minute? Give me a break. Especially when they descend at like, what, 800 for an ILS? I disagree. Alright. I'm gonna kill it.
1,000.
Yeah, I'm high on this one. It's always that hill. You don't want to crash into that hill.
500.
Oh, Joe's never done the Paro challenge. Yeah, this is not as good as the first one.
400. 300.
This is not as good as the first one.
100. 650. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Oh yeah, that is definitely not as smooth. Reverse thrust. Yeah, my first one was way better. Spoilers. I get some leeway. I'm shooting for like 100, 200 feet per minute. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, all right, let's kill this. Yep, that was not a good one. That was not a good one. C. Well, as you know, if you've been in college, C's get degrees, folks. So, make sure to pre-like the show for tomorrow. I will see you on the I will see you on the show tomorrow between 11 and 12. I think I said 11:30, so make sure to pre-like on that. That's right. C's get degrees, baby. C's get degrees. So I'm going to get ready for bed. Actually, I think I have some new sounds I want to put in. But for now, thanks for joining me. I know this is... I'll have to start scheduling these and do a better job. But I wanted to jump on for a minute or two. See you tomorrow, guys. Prepare for takeoff. Have a great night. And what do we got here? Ooh, update available. Friend request. I'm not ready for friend requests. I feel like I'm in a relationship. But we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. And we'll see you tomorrow in Phoenix. Thanks again, Sports Zone, for your $6 contribution. Later, everybody.